Hello everyone. Today we are going to look at creating and calling stored procedures. So a stored procedure is a routine of SQL code which will execute every time you call the SP. So we're just going to make a really simple one to start with that's just going to select some data from our customers table. So this is our customers table and we're just going to basically select one record from there. So to create it, the syntax that we need to use is create procedure, or you can just leave it at proc, and then the name of the procedure that we are going to create. So I'm just going to call this get customer, and then we write as, and then we write the SQL statement that we want to execute as part of the stored procedure. So this can be like an insert, update, delete, a combination of all of them. It doesn't have to be just a select. It can do all of the things, but to make it simple, we're just going to use a select top 1 star from, and then the name of this. So that is all I want it to actually do. We'll just put DBO there. Okay, so if I run this now, that's created our stored procedure, and we can have a look at it down here in Object Explorer there. Also within Object Explorer we can script it to like create it, and we can also click to modify it there as well. So if I did want to alter it, to maybe add in a comment block, I tend to use these as standard just to keep track of everything. I'm going to paste that in there. Instead of having create up here, we'd just put alter, or I could use the right click modify like I showed you there, or we can even use the really fancy create or alter that we've now got in the later versions of SQL there. So if we want to run the stored procedure, we've got options here to do it from the Object Explorer, where we can just press execute and that will run that there, or we can also just take the name of it here, and we can write exec the stored procedure there, or we can even just run it as the name of it. We don't even really have to write exec, although it is good practice too. So I think what else? Yes, we can see here that it's also returning the amount of rows affected. It is worth adding into the top of your SP to set no count on. Because this will stop it from returning the number of rows affected. Like if your SP is called by an app, then that's an extra result set that you have to code for, and the process has to deal with every time the SP is run. So there's basically just no point returning it unless you actually need to know how many rows are affected. We can see now that in the messages it no longer tells us how many rows have been affected by the SP running there. You may also get issues in VBA if you're using ADODB when you're not getting the results that you're expecting, because it's returning the messages instead. It's easy to be caught out by that because it's not obvious, so do pay attention to using set no count on unless you need the result of the rows that have been affected. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The next tutorial in this series is going to be stored procedures with input, output and return options. So if you enjoyed this tutorial, please like and subscribe to our channel, and feel free to add any comments below. Thank you for watching.